Hello my loves, and welcome to today's video. Today I'll be doing a review and a first impressions for you. I will also be using this palette, which is a palette, to do a look for you later in the month, but unfortunately I don't have time today, so I'll just be doing a quick run through review. And this is it. It's from MUA and it's called the Rusted Wonders palette, and I picked this up a week ago and I haven't really had much of a look at it yet. So you get 6 shades, quite decent sized pans. The packaging itself is okay but not the best, but that's not really surprising when you consider it was only £3, which is very affordable for a £6 palette. I have a lot of MUA eyeshadow palettes and I absolutely love their formula, so hopefully this one's just as good. Unfortunately, the only downside about this palette is that it is all shimmers. There are no mattes in here at all. So to create a full look, like with transitions and stuff, you would need a matte shadow of some description. But I'm just going to run through them. So we have a very pale, creamy white shimmer shade here. So you probably won't. Let's do it another way. Do it this way. You probably won't be able to see that very well. It is very, very pale. And the next shade we have is a slightly darker, light gold colour, which you, again, probably can't see on my skin tone. From, like, just touching, the shadows themselves feel very smooth, but when you swatch, they do come across quite chalky. But anyway, so the next one is this, and this is sort of like a pale pinky shade. This one is very chalky and has a lot of fallout, which I've just noticed. Again, they're not really showing up very well on my skin tone, so I think if you're slightly fairer than me, you may have better luck. So now we're moving on to the last three, and these are the dark ones. So this one here is sort of like a bronzy gold, and this one is absolutely beautiful. If you can see that. So there's that one. Then there is this sort of berry burgundy purpley shade, which is also absolutely stunning. I haven't done a very good swatch of that one. So it's absolutely stunning, it's beautiful. And then finally we have a dark brown, coppery sort of shade, and that is the third one down on my arm. So the colours are really pretty. They don't swatch very well. I have used these on my eyes. Feather on my boob. I have used these on my eye and they do come across really well. They do come across true to pan. So they do look as they look in the palette on your eyes. They blend very, very nicely. That is one thing I did notice even when swatching, is that they blend beautifully. Obviously the colours are quite intense and they do work very, very well. I mean, the only downside to them really is that they are all shimmers and they're slightly chalky, which, I mean, to be fair, for a £3 palette, that's not really a major issue for me. I can look past the chalkiness. You do get a little bit of fallout, but it's nothing major, and it's with the darker shades mainly, as it always is. But I think this is a really, really nice palette. You do get quite a lot of product. You get 7.8 grams, and through a £3 palette and you get 6 shadows, I think that is, you know, it's amazing. It's definitely worth it. It works out at like 50p a shadow or something, so I personally think this is really, really good value for money. However, I would recommend the bigger MUA palettes, like the Fire Vixen palette that you've heard me rave about, which is this one, and you get 15 shades and it's only £1 more, and these are actually higher quality, I think, than these ones. They're both very, very good palettes, but I think this is probably the one I will turn to more than anything, just because it has a mixture of mattes and shimmers in it, so it's a more practical palette. It's much easier to use. So yeah, that's my little review of the MUA Rusted Wonders palette, which I don't think I actually said is what it was called. It's called the Rusted Wonders palette, and I will link both of the palettes mentioned down below, so this one and the Fire Vixen palette. I will link them both down below and where you can find them. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and press the big red subscribe button to see some more of me. I will also link down below my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and also my blog where you can see more in-depth reviews of products. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye bye.